Hi, everybody. It's me, Sailor Mercury, Amy here. And today I'm going to talk about, you know, is it getting a Google Chrome based computer worth it? Now, a lot of people out there have Microsoft Windows computers or Apple Macintosh computers, and a lot of people probably hear stories about how the Google Chrome based computer, the Google Chromebook computer, has its own built-in antivirus protection and that it's immune to viruses and worms and Trojans. Now, when people hear that, they probably think, oh geez, that's gotta be propaganda, promotional material. It can't be. Well, first off, it is true. Google Chrome-based computers and Google Chromebook computers are immune to viruses and worms and Trojans because of the sandbox. And a sandbox contains is a thing that runs every tab you open in its own individual environment. And if it detects a virus, a worm, or a Trojan, and that threat is contained, cannot affect the tab and cannot affect anything else on the operating system of the computer. Now, also because Google Chrome OS, or the operating system, does not allow you to install any third programs. So viruses and worms and Trojans have to install themselves. And if you can't install a normal program in, then no chance of a bad program getting installed either. The only programs you can install is what comes from the Google Chrome store. So, yes, it is true. And another questions that people ask is, how is the startup and shutdown times? Quick startup times, and quick shutdown times. A lot of people probably, the average Microsoft Windows computer, Apple Macintosh computer, takes 45 minutes to load up. And that includes the DMOS screen with the advertiser's logo on it, the first black screen, the first lock page, putting in the password, that lock page loading, the desktop loading, and all the icons and attachments loading, and that's 45 minutes that it takes the average Microsoft Windows computer or Apple Macintosh computer to load up. How expensive are they? Well, to tell you the truth, they can the prices vary, but they're not as expensive as the Microsoft Windows or Apple Macintosh computer goes. But they are still expensive, but they're not that expensive. So prices will vary. Now, who makes these computers? LG and Acer are the only ones that make the Google Chrome-based computers right now. Acer, Dell, Toshiba, Samsung, HP, LG, and Acer also made the Google Chromebook computers. Now, other things that people might think about it is, how is the update process? Well, the update process is a very quick process. Yes, it does take a little bit of time to update, but it updates quicker than a Microsoft Windows computer or Apple Macintosh computer. Now, I know there's going to be people out there who don't want to be just limited to one thing. There's going to be people out there who go, oh geez, I don't want to be just limited to Google Chrome, the web browser, Google Chrome, the operating system, and just Google Chrome apps. And if you are one of those people who basically wants to have a multiple range of programs, then it might not be for you. But if you're someone who uses Google programs and services, then it might be for you. Now, a lot of people are going to ask questions, and the common questions, I just answer some of them now. about immunity to viruses and worms and Trojans. Because of the sandbox, individual environment running every tab you open on its own individual environment, and if it detects a virus, worm, or Trojan, and the threat's contained. Now, containing a threat means the threat's contained and is not going to gain entry into the computer, and it's not going to affect anything on the operating system. Now, the average antivirus program operates on the detect, quarantine, and delete, meaning that it detects a virus getting past the firewall, gaining entry on a computer, then it detects, quarantines, and deletes. That's not the same thing. In a Google Chrome operating system, the threat is contained in a sandbox, so it doesn't even have a chance to gain entry or do anything. And plus, I hear these days hackers are making programs that can try to malfunction or dismantle, or other words, turn the antivirus program into the threat. So Google Chrome base and Google Chromebook computers are more secure than Microsoft Windows or Apple Macintosh computers or Google Android computers or Linux computers. I know that upsets some people out there, Another thing is the Root Trust program that scans the computer every time you start it up to make sure that the operating system has not been tampered with or corrupted in any way. And if so, we'll try and we'll give you a brand new version to repolish to. And if not, you can always install one from Google itself. But I would probably recommend to repolish, because they always include people making these little things on whatever. It's not an easy process, but repolish. Now, yeah, another question, repolishing, or also known as restore to other. It's a quick process. It doesn't really take that long to have the Google Chrome OS operating system repolished back to its defaulted manufacturing settings. But because everything is being stored in the cloud, as soon as the repolishing process is over, you don't have to reinstall anything. The only thing you might have to re-add is your wallpaper, and that's about it. And maybe your user icon. But everything else stays, Unlike a Microsoft Windows or Apple Macintosh computer where it's multiple hours, and then you have to reinstall everything. Antivirus programs, your wallpaper, your desktop wallpaper, your icons wallpaper. Then you gotta go in and reinstall everything over by scratch of your favorites or whatever the case might be. So Google Chrome based Google Chromebook computers are worth it if you only like Google stuff and you want a cheaper, more secure computer. But, that's about it. I'm Sailor Mercury Amy. Hope you enjoyed this video.